a productive nation and having our states being productive. We have reports on the National Assembly now, House of Representatives, resolving to conduct a comprehensive audit of all the loans that have been taken by the federal and state governments since 1999 to assess their impact on Nigerians. This decision followed a motion by Lanre Okunola, APC Lagos, emphasizing the need for proper oversight of public debt and the utilization of borrowed funds. Okunola highlighted that the recent data from the Debt Management Office shows Nigeria's public debt reached 121.67 trillion naira as of March 31, 2024, marking a significant rise over the years. And he noted that unchecked debt accumulation could threaten Nigeria's fiscal stability and economic growth, pointing out a 3-month debt increase of 24.33 trillion naira. The Lagos lawmakers stressed that while borrowing supports development, it must be managed to avoid jeopardizing funds for essential sectors like education, healthcare, and infrastructure. The last part of that, where he talked about loans or debt, loans fostering development, I would like you to start from there, Mazi. Do you agree that loans foster development of any nation?
Yes, if it is procured and used judiciously. Okay. Remember, what is important is here. Every country needs loan. Every human being, a businessman needs loan to run his business. Then the important thing is not getting the loan, but what do you use that loan to do for? Do you obtain or do you procure loan for consumption or production? One of the presidential aspirants said it. You obtain loan, you procure loan, you get loan, and use it to produce something. Not using it to pay salaries. Not use it to corner it. Not using it for anything. When you obtain loan, you now invest it into production that will now yield back interest, and now you pay back. Now, are they waking up?
Let's talk about, before you talk about them waking up, Mazi, let's talk about how we have utilized the loans that we have collected since that period.
Consumption, not the production. The loans obtained by the state and the federal have not been used judiciously. They use it in consumption. And that is why we are crying. And is it now they are waking up? Those loans were taken because of overhead cost, and we are saying that Nigeria cannot survive. We obtain loan for production, not for consumption. You cannot take loan to build house. You cannot take loan to marry many wives. You cannot take loan to pay salaries. No. So the issue is that those loans were procured for the betterment of Nigeria.
Talking about that, Mazi, remember that when loans, when you want to take a loan, right, you'd have to state what you need it for. And I don't think there's any time where the federal government has stated to Nigerians that, oh, this loan we're about to collect, we want to consume it, or want to use to pay salaries, and some of these examples that you have given. So does it mean that you're saying the loans are diverted?
We get that they want to use it for consumption. They will not. But it is all over. It's glaringly clear that we have been collecting loan. What have you seen it being used for? I know they will now argue that they use for construction, they used to do this, they used to do this. But Nigerians are hungry. This data they are now asking, we don't have database. We don't have database of human beings. We don't even have the actual number in our population. Is it now? It's a distraction to me, because what Nigerians consumption. No, when these loans are borrowed, they are cornered. Some of these governors, especially when they are about living second tenor, they procure so much loan to run election. It is bad.
Mazi, let me come in here. You stated that what Nigerians need right now is money or the betterment of their lives, like you have put it. But that we don't need to focus on things like this going way back to 1999 to check our loans and how we have utilized them. It's a distraction. That's what you're saying. But then remember, we're not done collecting loans. Nigeria is still going to take more loans. Yes, recently we had reports from the World Bank concerning our proposed loan. Mazi, please just hold on. We had that report concerning Nigeria's proposed loan, so we're still in the process of taking loans. So if we're not done taking loans, don't you think it's high time we checked where we got it wrong and look at how we would get it right moving forward, instead of just throwing it all away and just, you know, moving on and making the same mistakes?
Do you know how long it will take for you to take records or to investigate far back as about 24 years back? Their tenure would have expired. They will not even be able to complete it. Let them focus on this. Let them ask questions. You remember the night assembly said, whatever the former president brings on board, they will pass it judiciously. And they will not complain. They will give this. It has started again this time. So how many of them have asked, what are we getting this loan for? If we have yesterday's Mumbai, we have Robert Stamp National Assembly, and they're not the ones that are supposed to ask questions. The states, the federal, is it now they are waking up? It will be a distraction.
You know, that's a big question. If it's now they're waking up, Mazi, the question is what happened all these years? Now we're about to go back. Oh yes, now we're about to go back to start checking what happened all these years. Does it mean that they're trying to tell us that when loans are collected, nobody gets to check how they are used? Nobody gets to check if they're used for what they said they're going to use it for? So there's no checks, no balance in this scenario. It begs a lot of questions when we talk about the National Assembly.
Beautifully, because in the state of assembly, the real party has a majority, and the governor will grease their palm, and the bill will pass before you know the loan is procured.
Allegedly.
And the detriment of the citizens. The same thing is happening at the center. When is it not quite long? I think since the beginning of this administration, how many times has you obtained loan? Loan to procure aircraft, loan to pay this, loan to give our lawmakers 160 million naira to buy one person, buy single car. That's the primary aim of their taking loan.
Mazi, when were we told that they took loans to buy lawmakers' cars, Nigerians? But okay, I get your point now. But let's look at how we can get it right moving forward. I don't think some people would agree with the talks about not looking at that aspect at all. Let's just focus on what Nigerians need right now. That is a distraction. Remember, like I said, we're going to keep taking loans. So do we just shut our eyes to the way these loans are being used? And whose responsibility is it? Whose responsibility is it to make sure that these loans that are collected are utilized judiciously? And to ask these questions.
It's the responsibilities of the state house assemblies and that of the federal. But how can you ask somebody who is a beneficiary of what you are asking him to approve for? It's not possible. The National Assembly are supposed to have check and balance, scrutinize, ask questions. But then where a particular ruling party is in majority, is let my people go. Even in the National Assemblies, there are not only APCs there, but they have not fused together. Nobody asks questions, except one voice about it that will complaining. These loans we are taking loans at the detriment of our 10th generation. So to answer your question directly, it is the responsibilities of the State House Assembly to ask, to scrutinize. It is the responsibility of the National Assembly to ask questions. What about the ones? Give us data, give us a report, give us account of your stewardship. The loans you have collected, let us see what you have.
But Mazi, that is what the National Assembly is about to do. And then you're faulting it. It's late.
I am telling you, I make bold to say that it will not see the light of the day. It's a waste of time It's not going to, it's going, like I say, it's destructive. Let them forget about that and focus how Nigerians will breathe.
Okay.
Nigerians are not breathing. Nigerians are hungry. There's hunger, there's difficulties. Let the pump price of the fuel come down.
Talking about that, Mazi, sorry to cut you.